Good. Happy Sunday morning, Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. I'm Riley King, and it is time to rise and shine and get this Sunday off to a good start. So sit back, relax, grab a good cup of coffee, and enjoy this Sunday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. So, let's get started. First up, police search for suspect in deadly shooting of 6-year-old boy. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Phone it into 1-800-FARMERS to get policy perks like a home and auto bundle discount.
I'm phoning it in, just save 20%.
Get your policy perks by calling 1-800-FARMERS. Go ahead, phone it in.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
We turn to Southern California now. Police hunting for a suspect in the shocking shooting death of a 6-year-old boy. An apparent road rage incident. He was in a booster seat on his way to school. And now the emotional plea from his family. Here's ABC's Zareen Shah.
Tonight, the urgent search for the suspect who shot and killed 6-year-old Aiden Leos on a Los Angeles area highway. Aiden's mom driving the kindergartner to school Friday morning on the 55 freeway when authorities say her vehicle came under fire in an apparent road rage incident.
Someone pulled out a gun and shot my little brother in the stomach. And he said, "Mommy, my tummy hurts." So she went and she picked him up. And he was bleeding on her.
His older sister Alexis, who was not in the car at the time, speaking out on her distraught mother's behalf.
He started turning blue. And that's when the ambulance took him. And that was the last time that my mom saw him alive.
Officials say the suspect was possibly in a white Volkswagen. According to the family, 2 people were in that vehicle. Aiden's sister pleading for the public's help.
Please help us find the people that did this to my little brother. He's only 6 and he was so sweet.
And with tonight, that memorial for Aiden is growing behind me as authorities continue their investigation. They say this shooting is unrelated to the other incidents of projectiles being shot into cars on Southern California freeways. More than 80, according to our station KABC, in just the last month. With
Such a difficult and painful story. All right, Zareen, thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Home prices up significantly amid pandemic. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens.
Next tonight to the home buying frenzy. The median home price now the highest on record, and houses flying off the market, making it difficult for first-time buyers. Here's ABC's Elizabeth Schulze.
Tonight, the red-hot housing market smashing new records.
It's the Wild West out here.
With demand far outpacing supply, a record 50% of homes sold for more than their listing price in the past 4 weeks. Nearly half of homes that went under contract had an accepted offer within 1 week of hitting the market.
how long does it take for houses to sell these days?
Hours? We just simply don't have enough homes.
Masha Khan Abhinav Guha visited nearly 100 homes in the Bay Area, and after 9 failed offers, they're getting creative.
We're 49ers season ticket holders, so we've talked about maybe including the season tickets.
Chanel Bell and her husband struggling to buy their first home in Chicago.
It's really disheartening.
Like many first-time buyers, they're losing out to all-cash offers, and in some cases, buyers waiving inspections.
I really wanted to be able to buy a house here, but I'm outpriced.
And with new homes in high demand, another potential problem for buyers is the skyrocketing price of lumber, adding about $36,000 to the cost of a newly constructed home. Whit.
Elizabeth Schulze, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Ceasefire continues to hold in the Middle East. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
We begin with that fragile ceasefire in the Middle East. After 11 days and hundreds of civilian casualties, thousands of homes damaged or destroyed, but embers of the conflict are still smoldering. Today, Israeli police using stun grenades to disperse Palestinian protesters in East Jerusalem. The demonstrations over plans to evict dozens of Palestinian families from their homes, a flashpoint for the recent hostilities. Aid convoys allowed to cross the border briefly, delivering much-needed supplies. These trucks here beginning their journey from Egypt. Much of the infrastructure destroyed, including 50% of the water network, many desperate for help. ABC's chief national correspondent Matt Gutman leading us off from Gaza.
Tonight, with that ceasefire holding, thousands of Palestinian families returning to the bombed-out homes they fled during 11 nights of Israeli airstrikes. We went to the town of Beit Hanun, where several Israeli missiles seemed to crater this neighborhood.
We're told that about 50 people lived in this building. Right here, you can see the blood stains from where people tried to escape. And when you come up here to this blown-off facade, you can see the extent of the damage here from those missiles. Nearly every home you see destroyed. Hadadam. They're showing me the blood stains.
And it was on that battered staircase that we met the Fayyad family. They say all of them were cut by glass and debris. That was their blood on the stairs. Inside, they showed us what's left. They said they were sleeping here when the missiles ripped off the facade of the building. In the seconds after the bombing, Ghazal says she was mostly concerned about her son, Ahmed, who's been through 5 heart operations.
She's saying that all of us were bleeding, that the bombings happened and all of us were bleeding.
And today in Gaza, Hamas with a show of strength. Militants marching through the streets for the first time since the conflict began on May 10th. Hamas has been branded a terror group by the U.S. It has controlled the Gaza Strip since winning an election in 2006.
So you're saying it's only a matter of time before we see violence again?
All the people here know that the root of the cause is the occupation, the siege on Gaza.
In East Jerusalem today, Palestinian protesters clashing with Israeli police yet again in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, one of the triggers of this latest conflict. And late Friday, President Biden hoping the ceasefire holds and promising an aid package to help rebuild Gaza, but without engaging Hamas.
There is no shift in my commitment, the commitment to the security of Israel, period. No shift, not at all. But I tell you what, there is a shift in. The shift is that we still need a 2-state solution.
Matt Gutman is back with us again tonight from Gaza. And Matt, the destruction immense in that one neighborhood. We can see it behind you there. President Biden hoping that ceasefire does remain intact. And the Secretary of State Blinken is expected in the region in the coming days.
That's right. We were told he'll be here midweek. He'll be meeting with Israeli, Egyptian, and Palestinian officials, but he will not be meeting with Hamas representatives. Now, you mentioned that destruction behind me today. The UN Security Council calling on immediate aid for Gaza to come as quickly as possible. They are also calling on both sides to adhere to this truce.
Matt, thanks to you and your entire team. Incredible reporting all week long.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we are going to switch gears now and let's go into the weather. Let's take a look at the weather across the United States for all of you for this Sunday. In Boston, it'll be 90 degrees. New York City, 91 degrees. Washington, D.C., 92 degrees. Atlanta, 89 degrees. Jacksonville, Florida, 87 degrees. Tampa Bay, Florida, 91 degrees. In Miami, Florida, 81 degrees. Dallas, 80 degrees. Phoenix, 89 degrees. Las Vegas, 82 degrees. Los Angeles, 74 degrees. And San Francisco, 59 degrees. That is a look at the weather across the United States for this Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. And let's switch gears now. And let's take a look at this. Black-owned beauty brand shares secrets to success. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
The Ram Spotlight Sales Event is here. Shop great offers.
If you're looking for some secrets to create a booming business, our contributor Alicia Quarles has you covered. She's here with some tips to help budding entrepreneurs thrive. So tell us what you have, Alicia.
That's right. I got us covered, guys. Amy and TJ, I'll be honest with you. I want to learn a few business tips myself. And fortunately, our sponsor, Mayel Organics, who is breaking glass ceilings for the next generation of Black-owned and women-led businesses, gave me a chance to chat with the company's CEO, Monique Rodriguez, to learn what it takes to create a successful business. Take a look.
Monique, congratulations on all the success of Mayel Organics.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mayel Organics is a hair and beauty brand that specializes in healthier ingredients. And you all are doing something right because you just closed a 9-figure deal. Say that again, 9 figures with Berkshire Partners. Now I'm good at math, but I'm not that good or quick at it. I mean, that's amazing. So obviously this is a really big deal, but this moment is more important and bigger for a certain reason. Why is that?
This moment is important because we are defining the new norm for Black women-led founded beauty brands such as Mayel. And not only does this partnership benefit Mayel, but it also helps benefit our community, the underserved, and also aspiring women entrepreneurs around the globe.
In its initial stages, what was the most difficult part of getting the company off the ground?
When I think about some of the challenges that it took to get this business off the ground, I look at the fact that, we didn't have any mentors. My husband and I run this company together, and we don't come from the business world. And so we had to figure out a lot of things on our own. The lack of funding, and also getting people to take me serious. I wanted to show people that I had something of value that will help enhance and improve their lives, and also to help women embrace their natural hair. So for me, it was getting people to really understand and take me serious.
There's a lot of people out there looking to start their own company. What advice do you have that you learned on your journey?
The first thing I would say is to trust your vision and what you are trying to accomplish. I've always believed in myself from the very beginning, and I knew that this day would come. And then the second thing is, it was really important to surround yourself with people that have been where you are trying to go. And that's been very important for us. Our mentors have also helped mention our names in rooms that we haven't even stepped foot in. So surrounding yourself with mentorship is key to building a great brand. And then the third thing is building a great team. You cannot build a brand on your own. There are people that will help elevate you so you can focus on other aspects for business growth.
This year, Mayel is celebrating your 7th anniversary. Congratulations. Also, your first cycle completion for this chapter. So, of course, I want to know what's next.
I'm always working on something with Mayel, working on new product innovation, but also expanding into new markets, continuing to expand our brand globally, creating meaningful partnerships, and most importantly, scaling our community efforts and helping other aspiring women entrepreneurs with our More Than a Strand campaign fund. That is $1 million to help support and pour back into women entrepreneurs to build and grow their businesses.
Well, we can't wait to see what you do with the next 7 years. Congratulations on all the success, and thank you for giving back.
Thank you.
And thank you to our sponsor, Mayel, for the business tips. And I love that one of her pieces of advice was develop a great team. We nailed that here at GMA3. We got that down.
Yeah, that's one thing we got down.
Do we?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be more enthusiasm when.
Amy, thank you. TJ, bye. Let's get it.
Well, hey there, GMA fans.
Okay, good information there. And are you looking to travel this summer as more places and states start to reopen? Are you planning on going on vacation this summer? Summer travel, how to stay safe and where to go as states reopen. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News Today's show.
Selling our house, buying this house. What do we think? Negative me. Too much hassle. Control freak me. We leave nothing.
We are back now on a Saturday morning with our series Reopening America. And with the unofficial start to summer just 1 week away and mask mandates lifting, you're probably ready to finally start traveling again. Sounds good, right?
Yeah, we've been waiting more than a year for this. So where should you go and what should you do if you don't want to jump on a plane right away? Mark Elwood has the answers this morning. He is the host of the podcast Travel Genius. Mark, it's good to see you, and it's nice to be talking about summer travel for once. So if you're finally coming up with your travel plans, what advice do you give folks?
Look, here's the thing. We've got 3 key things to think about as you make any plans. Remember to be flexible. Things are in flux, the airline schedules. You might need to change plans. So when you book, read the small print and make sure you can change or cancel without penalty. Usually totally fine these days. Also, don't leave it. You need to book now. Americans saved $2.25 trillion and loads of vacation days during the pandemic. Everyone needs a vacation, so those bookings are ramping up. People are also booking much closer to travel because they know things are in flux. So you're going to see fewer last-minute deals. So the thing is, plan ahead, but be flexible. Bit of both.
Good advice, Mark. For those who are not quite ready to get on a plane yet, who might want to take a car, what advice do you have for them?
Look, most people live within a drive of an amazing national park. You can go hiking. There's terrific accommodation in most of those. I would also say, think about camping or glamping. There's an amazing company called Collective Retreats, which lets you camp in New York City on Governor's Island. There's one near Austin and Vail as well. So camping doesn't have to be roughing it. I'd also say, what about getting out on the water? There's a company called GetMyBoat.com, which is a bit like the Uber of boats. So if you don't have a boat, but this year you want to get out on the water as a bit of a vacation, you can probably find one that way.
I was going to say you're speaking Kristen's language. She exclusively glamps.
Yeah,
so
glamping's the way to go.
And Mark, if you are comfortable getting back on a plane again, give us some of your recommendations. One of them is the Finger Lakes region in New York, as they like to say. Ithaca is gorgeous.
I was going to say, the puns just tell themselves, look at that. I'm in upstate New York right now, so I must be biased. But I think it's one of the most beautiful parts of the country, often overlooked. Great for booze. I know it's really early in the morning, but think about 100 wineries, cideries, cheese. There's a dozen cheese tasting creameries. It's basically the gourmet getaway.
5 p.m. somewhere, right? What about Lexington, Kentucky? That's also on your list, Mark. Tell us about that.
And also a party town. I feel like all I'm doing is boozing at breakfast, but Bourbon Central. You can see like 14 distilleries. Again, 5 p.m. somewhere. Great place to try all of those. If you love horses, there are more than 400 horse farms in the area. You can ride, go and see them. And again, down to the urban part of Lexington, there's an amazing, the Grey Line, which is a converted bus station with a farmer's market, cafes, shops. Really, Lexington's got everything.
My first TV job, Lexington, Kentucky. Finally, Eugene, Oregon, just in time for the Olympics. It's a good place to head. Tracktown, USA.
Thank you so much. So we're all crossing our fingers about the Olympics, right? But no matter what, the track and field trials for the U.S. will take place in Eugene, Oregon. Because, of course, this is where Nike started. It is Tracktown. It's a fitness town, 42 miles of trails downtown. And there is a Nike Live store, which is basically its ultimate flagship. There's one in New York, one in LA, one in Tokyo, and one in Eugene, Oregon. So really well worth going there.
Mark, always so good to have you, and particularly good to be talking about vacations, finally.
The best.
Thank you for being with us, by the way. If you want some other great ideas about some terrific places to see across this country, you can find them on our website, today.com.
What a great way to start the weekend, talking about getting away again.
Okay. And there you go on that video. Good tips there. Vacation getaways. And we are going to switch gears now, and let's go into entertainment news. And in entertainment news, Bruno Mars becomes the first artist to have 5 diamond certified singles. Wow. Let's take a look at that video right now.
Phone it into 1-800-FARMERS to get policy perks like a home and auto bundle discount.
I'm phoning it in, just save 20%.
Get your policy perks by calling 1-800-FARMERS. Go ahead, phone it in.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back to GMA on this Saturday morning. Janae Norman is here for Pop News.
We should just say that this is the first time we've had all 5 of us together in the studio, and Rob is over there making faces.
He doesn't know where to go. Nobody knows where to stand. What is this?
Oh,
No
my
pressure.
goodness. All right, it's time for Pop News, and if we're lucky, Whit Johnson's going to give us his slow robot dad dance.
Oh, yeah,
Wait
yeah.
for it. We begin this morning with the one, the only Bruno Mars making history. The Recording Industry Association of America announcing that Mars is now the first and only artist with 5 diamond certified singles. To achieve the highly coveted diamond status, a song has to sell at least 10 million units. And you know Bruno Mars, smoother than a fresh jar Skippy, known to give the color red the blues. He's reaching diamond with his hits Just the Way You Are from his debut album Doo-Wops and Hooligans, When I Was Your Man from his 2012 album Unorthodox Jukebox. His other diamond hits include Grenade, That's What I Like, and of course, Uptown Funk. Bruno taking to Twitter to thank his fans, writing, "Love you, hooligans. Thanks for rocking with me throughout this incredible journey. We've only just begun." And that's not the only good news for Bruno this morning. His song Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic, his collaboration with Anderson .Paak, returned to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart this week. So all of the congrats to Bruno. Lots to celebrate. He's got all the jams. Love Bruno Mars. Also in the news this morning, Chris Evans.
Congratulations, Bruno Mars. Congratulations to Bruno Mars. Cool, cool, cool. Nick Jonas reacts to Blake Shelton, joking that his injury was to gain sympathy votes on The Voice. Let's take a look at that from Entertainment Tonight.
The Kit Kat you love, with a minty flavored dark chocolate delicious twist. Kit Kat Duos mint and dark chocolate. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
First of all, Nick, how are you doing? I know you had an onset little injury, but you're playing hurt today.
Yeah, a little spill, fractured rib and some other bumps and bruises, but I am feeling really lucky. Probably could have been a little worse. So all is good. I'm recovering nicely, and I feel ready for a big Billboard Award weekend coming up.
What happened? You were riding a bike? What happened?
Yeah, riding a bike. Part of this show that we're doing, Olympic Dreams, and something just got caught in dirt on the bike and just tumbled. But again, I feel good, surprisingly, all things considered, and I was back in my voice chair right away. Kind of said, listen, I'm not going to let this slow me down at all, and just pushing through it. But I've got a lot of support around me, and I appreciate everyone's well wishes. It means a lot.
By the way, Blake said that you were trying to get the sympathy vote. Was that what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, this would have been the most elaborate sympathy vote of all time. So I think that he's as always being a liar.
I love that you serve it to me straight. Hey, tough week to get hurt because you're busy with the Billboard Music Awards and getting ready for that.
Did I mention The Weeknd's performing? Are you hungry like a wolf? Because I am. Duran Duran's performing too. Oh, the host? Yeah. I hear they got somebody really good.
How's the prep going, and how are you fighting through that?
I'm excited. I've been a fan of this show for so long, and obviously been as a nominee, a presenter multiple times, but to be asked to host just feels, really special. And one of my fellow voice coaches, Kelly Clarkson's been killing it for a couple of years on the show. So to be the host on the year where we're coming back into what feels like life, getting back to a little version of normal is really special. And they've got a great set and kind of take on how to give it some indoor-outdoor feel with vaccinated fans, and it's very exciting.
Did Kelly give you any advice?
She hasn't yet, but I was going to ask her today for some advice. And of the three coaches, to my right and left, I feel like she'd be the best to set me up for success, whereas the others,
you never know. You never, especially with Blake, you never know where he's going, do you?
Never know. Exactly.
He didn't mess with your bike, by the way. He's not the one who messed with your bike.
He is not the one. Okay. Well, maybe. Who knows? You never know.
All right. What are you looking forward to about hosting the awards, because the lineup is stacked?
The lineup is stacked. I think that it's such a great celebration of an amazing year in music. So many incredible artists and great performances teed up. But then also, I don't want to give anything away, but I've got a few surprises up my sleeve. Might be jumping up there myself with two other guys who happen to be my brothers.
Hey, is this injury going to mess up your wardrobe changes? Because anytime you host a big award show, you have to change your wardrobe multiple times.
No, I should be just fine. I'm gonna come with the fits, regardless of the injury.
Regardless of the injury, you'll be good. Is there anything exciting that you've seen in rehearsals that we need to know about?
There's always exciting things. I mean, obviously, when you just look at the lineup between BTS, The Weeknd, Pink receiving one of our biggest awards that night, Duran Duran, all people I've been fans of for a long time. To actually get to be up there as a host of this show and get to celebrate just such a great year of music will be incredible. So I think I'm kind of looking at myself as a fan and the host in a way, which is I think how it should be.
Any chance we could see your wife pop up? She can host this?
Possibly. She's been back and forth to the UK shooting a new show there, which is going to be incredible. But hopefully, fingers crossed, she can come and support.
Possibly.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I don't have a solid answer one way or the other yet.
Your brothers, they come in and working together now. What's the dynamic? How has the dynamic changed because you are all married? How different is it?
It's definitely different, but I think it's just gotten better. Healthier in a way. I think we're all so much a part of each other's lives outside of the work that we did, which is just natural for family. But to be able to kind of go home to separate lives where you can, kind of just work through different things on your own with your person and kind of have your own setup within your family setup is so important. And it just makes all of us, I think, better men, better musicians and artists, and honestly, better brothers to each other.
Yeah. Perfect. Go find out where Blake was when you got injured and make sure that he wasn't involved in that, because I'm telling you.
Good point. It's a very good point.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And thank you for joining us for this Sunday edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching.